finishes here. Taunton Town 3, Hendon 1. Must be happy with that performance on on a tough day, really, weather-wise and opponent-wise.
Very professional win. Important in a lot of respects that a lot of other teams didn't play today, so we needed to win. And in terms of how difficult the conditions were with the end of the storm, and also there was a lot of rain. Fair play to the ground staff making sure the game was on. There was a lot of games called off and teams had turned up today, so it was very difficult today. But first half, with that win, we had one shot, one goal, and I think that's where we are at the moment. That's where we are. We're very clinical. It's a massive win. It's a massive win because they can hurt teams. They've got some very good players.
I mean, going into the break, 1-0. Jay Folstonwood, the only shot from yourselves. It almost felt as if it was one of your scrappy 1-0s you were going to look for.
Come here. Come here. Say hello to the camera. Say out the Peacocks.
Oh, the Peacocks. Well, Dray,
yeah.
in the next match, can you put Toby in the starting lineup?
I'll put Toby in the starting lineup.
I know something.
Yeah.
On next Saturday, I think he's going to score more goals.
I think he might do, yeah. I'll have a good think about that, all right?
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
I don't need to ask the questions, do I?
No, anyway, wait.
But yeah, going in at the break, 1-0, looked like one of your favourite 1-0s where you sort of get away with it.
Yeah, no, so I like those grinding out 1-0s, especially, it was very hard to defend. The back five were outstanding today. It was so hard, you couldn't get out the pitch. It was very sticky, gluey pitch, so it was hard, and if we're going to go and achieve even more than we've already achieved, I think is that 10 on the bounce today?
I think it's 10 on the bounce.
Yeah, that's 10 wins on the bounce, which is I've never had that before in my managerial career or playing at whatever level. So really difficult to do that. I think the back five are going to make a huge bearing, but we know we'll score goals. We're scoring goals from wing backs, and looking threatening from wing backs. Sterney gets a goal every week at the moment. He looks fantastic. It was good to have Jared back and get 70 minutes into him. So. But that back five and our keeper, fantastic.
I mean, we go in just looking at the second half. Obviously, we had the goal early on in the second half. Well, it's somehow come off Jake Winnell, I think, in the end and gone in.
Set pieces.
But yeah, you must be happy with that. I mean,
yeah, set pieces massive for us. I've been all season. Worked very hard on them. A lot of people work very hard on them, so they're crucial. So after that, we just felt that we needed another one. I just felt we needed another one. And then once we got the two. We controlled the game a little bit better, and then they got the goal back, so it makes it difficult.
Yeah, just looking at that, obviously they got a goal back. Good strike. Will be slightly
good
unlucky
hit.
there.
I think he was a little bit unlucky. Wind held it. I think there's a little bit more pace on it than he tips it around, but it sort of stopped on him a little bit. Very difficult conditions for a keeper today, as it was outfield players. So, but all of a sudden they're in the game. It lifts their tails for 5 minutes. We had to tweak the shape a little bit, but listen, I thought we saw it out really well, and we got our third, and. It was good. It was really good, really pleasing today, and we can only do what we're doing at the moment. It's 10 on the spin is massive. That doesn't happen very often.
I mean, we're going to that third, a moment of brilliance from Ross Stern when you needed him to get a goal.
Just unbelievable. Since he's been here, that's what he's done. He scored again, and he makes something out of nothing, and he was fantastic again today for us.
Just looking at the the options, you sort of have Lewington back fit and playing again. Obviously, Sullivan started today. I mean, your list is getting shorter now, which you must be pleased to
It's very important for the last dozen games. It's really important that we have our goal scorers fit and sharp and scoring goals, because that's where the difference is going to be. I think. I'm quite comfortable with the fact that our back five are, as I just mentioned, are very good at the moment. Johan's back fit now; he's just doing a bit there now, so that gives us great options there. But having all your goal scorers and potentially one more we may be looking at coming into the club, it's really important for these last dozen games, but we'll cliche it a little bit, and we will take one game at a time, but we've got to realise where we are, what we've done, and what the league table says. We're high from it, and that's where we wanted to be at the start of the season, and that's what we want to do now. We want to be pushing for the top places.
I mean, you mentioned one game at a time. We move on to the League Cup on Tuesday, evening away to Swindon, the rearranged game.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you look going into that? Is it sort of different to how you looked a few rounds back?
Not really, because it's semi-final, and I think that their mindset is the same as mine. It's another game to win. We're unbeaten in 17 now. you know, can we go again, sort of thing. You know, we don't want to lose it just because it's a cup game. You know, it's a semi-final of a cup. So, listen, we've got the good thing is that everybody's fit at the moment, so we can change one or two things up, give people some game time, let them try and earn a place for next Saturday, and keep everybody sharp.
Just a final question, as we were just discussing before the interview, nearly 700 in the ground again. Must be good to get that buzz back around
fantastic.
the place.
It's so good. It makes such a difference. And we're looking around, and the ground's pretty much full, and you know, right the way around, and it's noisy, and it's a huge difference. And we're going to need everybody, you know, for our home games. You know, we're going to need everybody for our home games as much as we can. It's good to see the crowd growing as well, which is massive for the club, and a lot of people put a lot of work into this club behind the scenes.
Well, it's great speaking to you, Rob, and we'll catch up with you again on Tuesday.
Thank you, Dan. Well done, mate.